Back to Media Mesh 2024. We about to get into Killer Mike being quote unquote messy at Richie Homie Quan's funeral. We're gonna talk about the funeral itself. Let's get into see what the people's got to say, and then we're gonna get into it from right there.
No, because why was Killer Mike being low key messy at Rich Homie Quan's funeral?
Just like to say that we're not burying a musician today. You're burying a man. You're burying a man who was a student, who was a student at Fort Valley, who was a baseball player, who was a son to a mother and a father, who was a father to children, who was a loving companion by what the internet say to a few women. But the women that gave him his children, he treated with honor and respect.
Why would he say that? And then the camera panning over to one thing about a black funeral, there's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be messy. Killer Mike, why? Why?
All right, let's talk about that. Now, admittedly, I definitely been mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? If I was laid up there and you done brought my personal life into the situation. But, well, we have to keep it real, right? Obviously, he has a woman with his kids, his baby mom, whatever. And I guess from maybe her understanding, she probably thought they're almost like, husband and wife type situation. And then everybody got mad at Erica Banks for coming out and telling her story, her experience with him, which to me is crazy. So it could be one of those open secrets. Maybe his, baby mama did know what was going on, but that's truly a part of who he was, right? So like it's funny how when people pass on, people have this picture that you want to paint of a person, and Killer Mike just kept it real. Now, is this the best setting for it? Maybe, maybe not, but it's the truth nonetheless, right? So the other thing I'm finding very interesting is, and again, no shade to, Rich Homie Quan, rest in peace, but, they honoring this brother as if he was like Martin Luther King or something. Like he was a, fighter for justice and this and that. You know what I mean? Like he was a rapper. If you listen to the lyrics of the songs, I mean, it was on par with, excuse me, every other rapper that's out there. It wasn't nothing that was revolutionary or something that was really empowering people to, do better and live life. I mean, let's just be honest if we can. Now, granted, him as a person, as an individual, from what I learned about him, very nice guy. All the videos I've seen of him, he seemed like definitely the type of dude that you wouldn't mind being around. And it is unfortunate, but that's how the game goes in that business. Now, I'm also still kind of stuck on how I thought that they were supposed to be waiting for the autopsy. Last time I checked, even though an autopsy takes maybe 3 hours to do, it takes weeks, maybe 6 weeks to really get down to, what happened, like a full detailed report. So, hey, this next video, I think you're definitely going to have something to say about this one. But that's just my take on it. And again, rest in peace. If this is truly a real situation, it's definitely unfortunate for another brother to lose their life. But at the same time, it would be nice if we had the same type of fanfare and the same respect for artists that are trying to be consciously aware of what they're saying and trying to put something positive in the atmosphere. They praising him like his music was like really, you know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. Let's take the emotions out of it. Like, this come on. We talking about, these are things that's not really helpful to the black community. No disrespect to him as a individual, as a person, but you let me know in the comments. Am I tripping or are we taking it a bit far? But let's continue. Check out this next video.
I'm gonna put the boy in his grave, man.
You said he finna go well. Baby, that ain't no grave. Did you not see the grass still down there? Now, hold on. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, do you really think they gonna bury him right there? No, I don't think that. But my question is, why y'all just say leave the body in the church, finish doing the ceremony and then allow everybody to go to the repast? And then if the family was going to watch the appropriate burial, set up the date or whenever y'all choose to do it. But we just do too much, you know. We as a whole race just do too much. But I don't know. Maybe he was just gonna get back in the hearse, and they were gonna take him to the funeral home, and he was gonna get up out the casket and just walk the fuck away. Cause I mean, ain't no way y'all sat up there and tote that body in them hot suits and that heat set out there just for them to have him sitting on above the ground where he not being lowered in the ground, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, baby. Ain't no way y'all did that. Ain't no way. I mean, y'all just wasted a lot of time, energy, resources. I mean, I know somebody else was looking forward to that day for the funeral. Y'all could have been over there doing their funeral. Ooh, I tell you, we just do too much. We do too much.
Hey, now that's her opinion. I thought the same thing. And again, I wasn't privy to the fact that I guess they're going to be burying him in a separate location. But in my entire life, I've never seen something like this. Now, granted, when you have the ways and means to do and be extra, you can. But does she have a point? You guys let me know. Because at first I'm like, well, are they going to lower him into the grass? Like, what's going on with this? But apparently, this was for the people. But, you know, I think the tribute was more than enough. Um, because I've heard some people say, well, they didn't want people to know the location. Well, it's no big secret. Some of your biggest stars, bigger stars than him, you can go to their gravesite. So it's not really that big of a deal, right? But I guess traditionally, when you go to this point, when you're at the gravesite, you're lowered into the ground. And nowadays, they actually just kind of, end the service and you go away and then they lower it in the ground. I imagine that's because people be losing their mind once you see the people go into the ground, then you start throwing dirt on them, and then yeah, well, a lot of people can't really handle that. But is this too much? This is what this young lady seems to think. I want to hear you guys' opinion. I'm just a spectator. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check out the channel. Got some super dope videos out there. The one I just did talking about are we in the end times? You definitely need to check that out. The playlist is crazy, almost 200 videos out there for your consumption. And hey, I'm here for the feedback. All right, don't shoot me. I'm just watching videos, giving my commentary. And but again, rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. He definitely made some type of impact. He has a Memorial Day, September 17th. And in some ways, I'm just thinking that I wish there was more honor and more respect for the people who are doing things that's truly impactful in the neighborhood. Talking about, music, the bees and the holes and, what I mean, the money and this, that, and the fourth. It's like everybody doing that. Um, But to be honored for that, in my opinion, it kind of gives the wrong impression to young people because in some way they would feel, well, I guess I can do the same thing, talk about the same type of stuff, and then get this type of fanfare and glorification. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Until next time, peace and blessings.